Did you know that one of the most important things that Habitat for Humanity and its affiliates do is to advocate for change at all levels of government? While building a house helps one family, advocacy can lead to systemic changes that make a difference for thousands and even millions of people. In order to make such big changes a reality, we need as many people talking to their legislators and government officials as possible.
Those of us who work for and with Habitat know that affordable housing is still a need that's out of reach for many Americans. And at Habitat for Humanity of North Carolina, we're thinking of new ways to make affordable housing a priority at all levels of government.
In the past, Habitat NC has asked affiliates, volunteers, and other folks who care about affordable housing to make the trip to Raleigh on a specific day to meet with legislators and talk to them about affordable housing and the measures and policies that can help Habitat build more houses. This year, we've got a new idea that will get more of you involved, get more officials in on the conversation, and lay the groundwork to strengthen relationships in your communities. For the Habitat NC Week of Action, March 9th through the 13th, we're asking you to schedule meetings in your local area with your government officials to talk to them about affordable housing and the work that Habitat does.
The North Carolina legislature is out of session at that time, so your representatives and senators should be home and ready to take meetings with their constituents. You've got a flexible time frame of an entire week, so you should have plenty of opportunities that you can squeeze those meetings in. And most importantly, you don't have to travel very far. We're bringing advocacy right to you in your own backyard.
We hope that this means you'll also be able to encourage more staff members, board members, volunteers, and other stakeholders to schedule meetings and engage with officials, both state and local, elected and otherwise. We want this week to be full of talk about affordable housing for these folks across the state.
Now, one of the features of Legislative Day in the past was an education day that happened beforehand, and during that time, we would help you feel more comfortable going into your meetings and let you know what your talking points were going to be. But don't worry, we're still going to help you out with that.
Over the next few weeks, Habitat NC will be publishing more videos to help you prep for Legislative Week. You can expect topics on how to schedule a meeting that'll walk you through finding out who your officials are and how to reach out and make that appointment. What to expect in your meeting, which will help you feel more comfortable and confident when you go in, and how to follow up to make sure you're gaining momentum and taking steps to build relationships.
We'll also have videos on the 4 policy pillars of Habitat International's Cost of Home campaign so that you can get more familiar with those and understand why we're pushing for certain policies and measures, as well as a video on Habitat NC's statewide advocacy agenda for 2020.
Now that one will include what your asks should be to your legislators and what your talking points are for your meetings based on that advocacy agenda. With these videos, you'll be able to prep for Legislative Week at a time and place that works for you and your busy schedule.
But Sarah, I hear you saying, I love going to the Capitol and advocating for affordable housing to my legislators in Raleigh every year. And for you, I say, awesome, you're still going to have the opportunity to do that.
Mark your calendar for May 5th, because this year we're teaming up with the North Carolina Housing Coalition and other stakeholders across the spectrum of affordable housing in North Carolina for a statewide Affordable Housing Day of Action at the Legislative Building. We'll be releasing more information as our plans develop, but just know that we want it to be big and we want it to be comprehensive, from organizations that help those experiencing homelessness, to renter protection organizations, to supportive housing services, and really anyone who works to make affordable housing a reality for North Carolinians. Joining forces to build coalitions is a powerful tool, and we're excited to expand our reach this year and into the future.
But for now, keep your eyes peeled for more information on the Week of Action, March 9th through the 13th.
Feel free to go ahead and start scheduling your appointments now, or hang tight for a step-by-step guide which will come out soon. When you do make your appointments, please let Habitat NC know by filling out the form found at habitatnc.org/Week of Action 2020.
The affordable housing crisis is big, and it is not going to be fixed overnight or through the work of only one of us.
But through our Week of Action, we can amplify the cause of affordable housing across the state and help make the cost of home something we all can afford.